Special night here tonight, it's Parents Night here, and we'd like to introduce the wrestlers with their parents. First of all, Leroy Cotton with Jennifer and Lee Cotton. Isaiah Ellis with Carl Ellis. Ethan Zaki with Mary Keller and Bob Zaki. Alex Button with Stacy and Bob Button. Bryce Pett with Shannon and Kelly Pett. Brady Kissinger with Jody and Bill Kissinger. Stephen McGardner with Adam and Jessica Smith. Lucas Shire with Scott Shire and Lisa Johnson. Jack Wan with Mary and Bill Wan. Kylie Disterhalf with Wanda Disterhalf. Amanda Beck with Terry and Carol Beck. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank all the parents here tonight. We appreciate all that they do for our wrestlers. Nice round of applause, please. Thank you, parents. We appreciate it. It's time if the captains would make their way to the center of the mat, please. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Ripon Tiger Sports on the Ripon channel. I'm Casey Hansen along with the camera guy and executive producer Riley Oshnagel. Howard Hansen is missing tonight and I am joined by TJ Malajic, former wrestler from high school and the youth Ripon wrestling coach this year. Welcome TJ.
Thank you for having me on today, Casey.
So tonight's matchup is featured between the Winneconne Wolves and the Ripon Tigers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ripon High School for tonight's matchup between the Winneconne Wolves
we'll talk about this
and your Ripon Tigers.
Attended the Cutler Classic. Didn't have very much success over there this weekend. We had a couple of placers. We had Leroy Cotton finished in second place. Did really good. Did end up losing to Caleb Emanuel twice to give him the second place. There's Shire. He finished in third at the 220 mark. He got his first three first period pins, but not enough to overtake and place high there. And then Ethan Zaki finished fourth place at the 145 pounder. On a bad note though, Brady Kissinger out in the first round of the tournament this weekend. And talking to Coach Cotton earlier this week and whatnot, they're not really going to be too concerned about getting Brady back right now, TJ. They're more worried about where his seating is going to be in the regional upcoming tournament. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, it's a tough one to have happen and to give up that senior leadership.
And we'll be back with in just a moment after National Anthem. All right. Well, not to bring up the national anthem, but to go back on a bad note, like we were talking, Brady Kissinger is going to be out for the next several weeks, which is really going to hurt the Tigers. More positive note, though, looking at the JV aspect, you got Brett Peth, who qualifies for the Wisconsin Challenge Series Finals at the 160-pounder. He just wrestled there this past weekend while the varsity was at the Cutler Classic. Some of the JV were down there, down in Sauk Prairie, down there doing that. Peth, he won all 3 of his matches with second period pins, the longest going 30-some seconds into the second period, so making quick movements there. But little thing here, Ripon has only ever sent 3 people to the Wisconsin Challenge. Bryce being one of them, the other one being, of course, Tucker Bender, and then Keegan Nordwald, excuse me. 2 very excellent wrestlers that Ripon has produced here. So, as we're going down here, making sure all the introductions are properly, Ripon going to be forfeiting a whole bunch tonight, as this has really plagued the Ripon team this year, TJ. Not enough people out to make the weights.
Yeah, definitely. We're struggling with our numbers in Ripon right now, and you can see it by all the forfeits that we have tonight.
Yeah, like we said, we've talked about this before in the past. You know, a lot of kids, you know, they wrestle in their youth and whatnot. They come up here and they find a lot of other things that need to be done. You know, a lot of them got to work. You know, you get a lot of that into there. There's a lot of other extracurriculars other than sports, and it gets really hard to manage it. So it does really suck to see the numbers down for the Tigers this year, but we have seen this trend from other teams in previous years. So as we keep saying, circle is coming around. It's our turn. So
yeah, definitely. You know, we got being in the youth program, we got a good number of kids coming up.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Lots of kids this year.
The youth program. So I think we're gonna start to see our numbers progress up.
Well, and we see a lot of energy in those youth kids.
285 pounds, Winneconne, Ethan Welch.
So we're coming down the last ones tonight. We will be starting at the 120 weight class as soon as we get underway here. And if no changes have been made, that does happen quite a bit. You know, coaches, they jostle this stuff around and they think, well, you know, I can bump this kid up 1 weight class and I stand a better chance, you know, not having so-and-so wrestle. So we'll see how Winneconne Coach Tyler Lee plays it tonight against Ripon's Coach Lee Cotton, as we are getting the first forfeit underway. And that will be for Caleb Munir.
120 pounds for Winneconne, Aiden Hart. He will receive
That'll be Aiden Hark, sorry. So Hart moves to the 120. Going into the
126 from Winneconne, Caleb Minier. He will receive a forfeit tonight.
So Caleb Minier will receive a forfeit at the 126. Starts ripping down 12-0. As we move into the 132. Should be
132 pounds, Isaiah Ellis for Ripon.
so Isaiah Ellis for Ripon. And Gavin Cossinet for Winneconne. Both seniors here, TJ.
Yeah, definitely. This should be a good match here.
Both have plenty of experience underneath their belt. Winneconne in the maroon, Ripon in the gray and orange. Ellis. Cossinet. Puts Ellis on his back. He's looking for the back point. Ellis is kicking, very nice. He's turning into that well. Cossinet really trying, you see him, he's really trying to wrench that head there. He's got that right arm. And Ellis just has to squirm as much as he can. And there it is at the 127 in the first period. Cossinet gets the win. So that will be another 6-4 Winneconne. Makes it 18-0. Winneconne leading the Tigers here. Next up at the 138.
138 for Winneconne.
For Winneconne will be a forfeit.
He will receive a forfeit.
So that makes the score 24-0 as we are coming up on the 145 weight class.
145,
So Emmerich Hankey and Ethan Zaki from Ripon. This is a sophomore-senior matchup. Zaki with the more experience. You can see Hankey just trying to make his move. He's trying to get those inside arms. A nice sprawl by Zaki. Oh, beautiful rollover. Zaki's got to put some more pressure on that shoulder.
Yeah, definitely. He got out of position there pretty quick, and you can see what happened. He got him off his back there.
Well, he's gonna get the 2. He's gonna get back points. So he's gonna get the 3. So I'm gonna say 4.
Yeah, he's still got control, so that's a good thing. He's not giving up that 1 quite yet.
Does a nice job of shucking him down. Zaki's gonna spin around. He's got that left ankle now. You can see he's kind of working in that underhook. Oh, nice sit up by Hankey. He's gonna try and step up. Zaki slams him down.
That was a good mat return there.
Zaki, as you can see, has the armbar in there. Trying to work them legs. Zaki's got really long legs. He likes to work that in when they're up on their knees, and he can work that just a single leg there. He does that so well. He's trying to drive him. He almost had him.
Yeah, he almost had that inside cradle there.
Zaki still on top. 5 seconds left. And that's where the first period is going to end. Ethan Zaki leading Emmerich Hankey 4-0. And Hankey's choice, he chooses neutral. I probably would have too. Zaki dominated him pretty tough on top there. I think it'd be pretty hard for him to escape. Zaki with a nice shuck there and a sprawl. Zaki looking to work around. And a costly move by Hankey. Zaki's looking to step over if he can. He's got a good lock on that head. And nope, now it's out. And does a nice job, Zaki, of repositioning the chest. Just over a minute left here in the second period. Zaki gonna earn a lot of back points here.
There you go, got that reverse half put in there. That'll cinch up nicely there.
Yeah, it slipped in very nice. You saw Hankey kind of let go and make that little slip. Zaki's looking to get a little more pressure on that left shoulder, and so Zaki's gonna get the 3. Makes it 7-0 with 33 seconds left to go in the second period. Zaki just kind of whipping Hankey around like a rag doll there.
Yeah, threw a nice little pancake in there and caught him.
Zaki's got him. He's really got he's pressing that chest hard. You see that official, he is right under there. Got 13 seconds to go. Zaki's just looking for a little bit of repositioning, looking for that quick touch of that shoulder. Zaki really working on that. Oh, and Hankey saved by the buzzer. As Zaki, another second or two, and he probably would have had him, because as you can see, I mean, both these guys, their faces are beat red.
Yeah, and right at the end there, Zaki was looking to put the reverse half in there and cinch it down tight.
Yeah, he slipped it in and it never let go.
Yep.
Never let go of it. And as you can see, he chooses the down position, so we'll see how explosive he is here as Hankey chops the arm and puts Zaki down on the mat. Zaki getting to his base.
Yeah, he's got a comfortable lead here, but let's get a couple more points and put him on his back and at least get a pin or at least a tech fall for your
tech
team.
fall exactly would be nice because them extra points are everything here right now. Zaki is on his feet. And he's nice job of sitting there and breaking the hands. And not very good there as Hankey pulls him back down. Zaki leads 12-0. Minute 10 left in the match. You can see Hankey really trying to work on that right arm of Zaki. Zaki getting to his knees, and Hankey stays with him. 45 seconds left in the third period. Hankey really trying to chop that left arm. A nice sit out there by Zaki, but Hankey counters. 30 seconds. Zaki's up, he spins around, he's got to break that leg now. They're in the neutral position. $15 seconds left. Zaki flips him over, and he could have him here. He's got 10 seconds to work with this, and that's where he gets it. At the 8.7 mark in the third period, Ethan Zaki gets the pin, which puts Ripon on the board.
Yeah, he caught him again with that headlock.
Yeah,
that front headlock. He caught him there.
Very good. He got that reverse in and just rolled him right over the top. I was very impressed. That makes it 6-24 as Winneconne still leads. And Winneconne will forfeit Ripon will forfeit 152, making it 30-6 Winneconne's lead. Glad to have you all along listening on the Ripon channel, both on YouTube and your local 986. We're about to come up to the one.
Wrestling for Winneconne at 160, Seth Schnell, and for Ripon, Alex Alone.
So Seth Schnell will be taking on Alex Button. It is a junior matchup. Nice little hand checking going on. Schnell with a nice shoot, pick up, and he slams Button down to get the first 2 points. And Schnell, quick picking him up, he's dragging him back into the middle of the circle. And Schnell does a nice job of that. He's gonna get some back points. I'm gonna give him two on the back points. Makes it 4-0. Button trying to fight to his knees. They're going to call it out. Schnell just seems like the more dominant wrestler here on this matchup right now. Schnell works him down, flattens him out.
Gets that half in there, gets it nice and deep there.
Yeah, that two-hand, working that in there with the two hands was a really nice job. You can see it's in there really deep as he's trying to work it in. Schnell's got Button on his back. Button doing everything he can, rocking, trying to keep them shoulders off the ground. Schnell's just sucking that in deep. He's a little high though.
Yeah, he's definitely not chest to chest on that, and that's how Button was able to get out there. He didn't have enough chest pressure on him.
And that's going to be 3 points for Schnell. Makes it 7-0. 15 seconds left in the first period here as Button is on his back again. Schnell gets it at the 9.3 in the first period. That is going to give Winneconne another 6 points. Makes it 36-6. Well, very interesting tonight here. We're seeing a lot of very good effort out of the Ripon players, or the Ripon wrestlers. But Winneconne is just, they're looking at the peak of their game right now, TJ.
Yeah, they definitely are getting to the top of their talent.
So Miller will receive a forfeit. As Ripon has nobody at the 170 mark. Makes it 42-6. Coming up to the 182. We'll have to wait and see, because this is the Brady Kissinger spot. So we'll have to see who Coach Cotton. Stephen MacArthur. So MacArthur, nice job of sprawling right out the bat. Crowley's got that left leg. He's going to switch for the right. He's got two in there now. Crowley's sucking that in. MacArthur is really struggling. And there it is at the 133 mark. So Winneconne will get another pin for the night. That makes it 48-6. And this is like we've already talked this season. This is what happens when you don't. So Dylan Krings will receive a forfeit, but this is what happens when you don't have enough players to make a team.
Yeah, you definitely.
Injuries, lack of players coming out as well. As you can see, like I said, Ripon very low this year on the numbers. We see it coming up in the middle school group though. Coach Bradley's down there. Coach Ty Bradley's down there working with those guys, and they seem to have a very good squad this year. So there'll be a few freshmen coming up next year. Hopefully they can step into some varsity starting roles. So Lucas Shire against Mitchell Braun, junior, senior here. Shire very aggressive right off the bat like always. He's got that arm, and they're going to say still in the neutral position. They're both wrapping each other up. Shire looking for the carry, but just couldn't get that one.
They're just doing a lot of rolling around right now. It's hard to even keep track of what's going on
trying
here.
to see who's on top and who's going to get the first points there. And you can see Shire's got him on top. He's pressing the chest as Braun is really struggling there. Shire's got good position over the chest and the front part of the head, and there he does. He gets the pin at the 111 mark. And that gives Ripon another 6. Makes it 12-54. Next we'll bring up the 285 weight class. And I do believe Ripon has one. They have one listed. But I don't see anybody heading up. So Ethan Welch from Winneconne will get another forfeit. These are always the matches you really hate to call. Lots of forfeits. Like you look through here tonight, and every loss. So Mason Chenard from Winneconne will receive the forfeit.
Wrestling 113, Mason Chenard for Winneconne. He will be receiving a forfeit tonight.
Another forfeit for Ripon, and that is how the match will end tonight. 72-12. Well, TJ, the wrestlers we saw, what did you think?
Yeah, they look good. They definitely, were fighting hard, and even though we had a couple losses when they wrestled, they still look good.
They do. As a team, they do. They look very, very good. So Ripon will be traveling to Marquezan on Saturday for the Hornet Invitational. Starts at 9:30. Wrestling will commence. Our next broadcast here is tomorrow night. I will be joined with Marty Ernzer, and we will be calling the Ripon High School girls basketball game against Waupun. So for anybody out there like basketball on a Friday night, it's going to be cold. Stay inside. Tune into the YouTube channel. Otherwise, it was very fun tonight. For Riley Iceknuckle on our camera and executive producer, I'm Casey Hansen, thanking TJ Malogic for joining us tonight. Hope you guys had a wonderful time.